Welcome to Skybriedge, your daily dose of gripping news. We uncover bold, bizarre, and breaking stories from criminal cases to celeb scandals. Our channel isn't just reporting, but also deciphering the news with insight and attitude. Real talk on real issues with real-time updates. Subscribe and dive into the story.
Yes, we can proceed.
Okay, thank you. Now, you've stated that the statement of Absalom Zungu was obtained on the 17th of November 2019. Is that correct?
2019.
17 November
2019.
2019, correct?
Correct, my lord, yes.
Ushilo ukuthi ke istatement sakhe uAbsalom Zungu sathathwa sona ke nge-17 November 2019 yabo kuyiqiniso.
And then the statement of Constable Zungu was obtained on the 30th of May 2023, whilst this trial was proceeding, correct?
Yes, it was taken while this trial is proceeding, my lord, that's correct.
30 May, which year, sir?
30 May 2023. Now, you had stated that I think the first time you met Constable Zungu was when?
It was much earlier. I don't think I gave a date to it, my lord, but it was much earlier, and the circumstances was that he went to the office of the National Commissioner. Yes. I was called from there to say there is someone who's got information about this matter, and that's how I met him.
And that first time at the National Commissioner's office, was this here, just next door, at the towers?
At the Telkom Towers?
At the Telkom Towers.
Correct, yes.
And that initial meeting, did he then furnish you with information that he had regarding the suspects, that he had knowledge that they were possibly involved in the commission of this offense?
No, so what he said, my lord, hence I wanted to see the father. It was insofar as what his father told him, as the father indicates that he told his son. So he narrated that information, that my father told me this information about the involvement of these people, and I said I will need to speak to his father because he's narrating something that is in between. And that is why the meeting was then suspended, and there were discussion that he must try and convince his father to come and see me. Hence, the meeting then took place, my lord, late in the year, towards the end of the year in November, because when we parted, the understanding was that he's going to try and convince his father to come forward, because the father didn't want to come forward in fearful of reprisal. He just wanted to give the information and hoping that we can carry on with it. And I said to him, you are a police officer, you understand that such information needs to be confirmed by the person who told you. Otherwise, it's going to be just hearsay, and hearsay, my lord.
Okay. Now, I'm not going to repeat the gist of what Zungu said in court regarding the events at the hostel unless it is necessary. But before Constable Zungu approached you, do you know whether or not he had approached a certain Brigadier Leshabane with the same information, that maybe he furnished you, or a different version of that information?
It is contained in his affidavit, my lord. I know it insofar as he told me when he was now opening up to say this is what transpired, and you mentioned the name of General Leshabane. It's a retired General Leshabane, my lord. Major General Leshabane, my lord, was his cluster commander at that time, because that's the general I also had to phone when we lost communication in terms of the numbers to assist me in finding Constable Zungu.
My lord, just for housekeeping, during Constable Zungu's testimony, my learned colleague, Advocate Baloi, for the purposes of admitting provisionally the utterances and some of the testimony of Constable Zungu, intimated to the court in reply of the court's question whether this Brigadier Leshabane was going to be called by the state, and that intimation was positively confirmed. Now sitting here, having been told that Brigadier Gininda is the last state witness, there's that issue that crops up.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yes.
The state has to decide. Mr. Baloi, are you calling Leshabane?
Yes, we did consult with Major General Leshabane,
Right.
and subsequent to the communication that my learned friend referred to, we have since decided not to call him.
Who's your learned friend?
So we will make him available.
Wait, who's your learned friend? Who's your learned friend?
No, Mr. Ramsepeli.
So you did discuss it with Ram?
No. I'm saying subsequent to the communication that he's referring to.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, that
then
he's
you
referring
discuss
to.
this matter with Leshabane?
Yes, we reconsider the matter as to whether we will call Major General Leshabane, and we have since decided not to call him.
Okay.
And he'll be amongst the witnesses that will make available to the defense after the closure of the state case.
All right.
As the court pleases. Now, Brigadier, having agreed with Constable Zungu that you need the source that he's relying on for part of the information that he's giving you, especially regarding his father, you then arrange that he must bring his father, and time passes by, and eventually you meet up with his father, obtain a statement from him, right?
Yeah, correct, my lord. But between the first time we met to the time I met his father, there were engagements between myself and Constable Zungu. As I said, my lord, prior to that, it was telephonic communications where I'll be phoning him because we exchange numbers to try and establish how far is he in convincing his father to come forward. So I know that there were challenges at that stage. The father was not willing to come forward, as I said, my lord, because he was scared. Now, fast-tracking towards the date of the 17th, my lord, I then tried to call him and there was a difficulty in getting him in the number that he gave me. That then led me to me, because I knew he gave me this information that is working under General Lishabane in that last until this. I then phoned Major General Lishabane, who confirmed indeed that such a member works for him. And then arrangements, my lord, were made for us to meet first on the 12th of November 2019, which did not materialize. And then the next meeting took place on the 13th of November 2019. I was with Brigadier Perumal, and it is in that meeting where Constable Zungu confirmed that his father, he has been able to convince him to come through. Now, subsequent to that meeting of the 13th of November, an arrangement was made that he would bring his father on the 17th of November. And indeed, he brought his father, and the statement was taken, my lord.
Now, is Brigadier Perumal's other name Tony? Because when Constable Zungu testified, he says he met you in the presence of Brigadier Tony.
Yes, that's his name. Perumal is the same name, my lord.
Now, you meet up with Constable Zungu in the presence of Brigadier Tony. I believe it was in Kempton Park.
It was in, yes, it was, yes, that's correct. It was under Kempton Park, that's correct.
Is that now the time when he tells you that I have got information that accused 1 to 5 are involved in the matter?
No, I don't recall that, my lord. The sequence of events, as I've said, the purpose of meeting him there was the follow-up insofar as the father is concerned, and he confirmed that he convinced the father. Subsequent to that, then an arrangement insofar as the father, in relating to the information of that affects accused 1 and 2 is concerned. It's confirmed that the father is willing to come forward. Then on the 17th of November, the father does come forward and the statement is given. Then the analysis insofar as 1 and 2 is concerned starts. At that stage, my lord, as I said, I had no knowledge of 3, 4, and 5. Focus, and in terms of the statement that was given to me, was 1 and 2. After 1 and 2 were then approach and interview started, as a result of the confession of accused number 2, 3, 4, and 5 then comes into the picture. And then the statements, then further investigation is done. That's where you find the likes of Sifiso Zungu, Makosonke, and all those witnesses in beefing up. So on that day, the focus was on 1 and 2, and the father came and confirmed the information of 1 and 2. I had no knowledge of the other accused, my lord.
Now, when specifically regarding the information about accused number 1 and 2's alleged involvement, did you obtain a statement from him there and then regarding that information that he provided you?
Mr. Zungu,
Yes.
Constable Zungu?
Yes.
No, it was not. I didn't, my lord. I didn't see it necessary. He's telling me, the father, it's a hearsay. He was not privy to that information directly. That's why I wanted the father to try and close, because where would that statement take me, my father? That my father told me this and he was not present. That's why I insisted that I need the father, my lord.
I understand that you were waiting for Zungu to convince his father to come. His father comes on the 17th. A statement is obtained regarding the father's hearsay that he heard from somebody else.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Now I'm asking you specifically. Zungu gives you his other part where he says, I have personal knowledge that accused 1 and 2 are involved. Am I wrong?
No.
What does it say?
At what stage? Maybe let's just understand.
After you had obtained the father's statement, when did you meet Zungu? Because I want the sequence to be clear.
Yes, but that's what. So the sequence is as follows, my
Yes.
lord. We deal with the father.
He's out of the picture.
He's out of the picture. I didn't have anything that says Zungu was present, so I did not speak to Zungu about involvement of the other accused. The only time where I start approaching Zungu is after investigation has been done and the likes of Sifiso Zungu, Makosonke mentions, at a certain stage they call him uncle, but they do say a policeman. So I was curious to know who is this policeman. That investigation led me to him because they places him at the hostel when it is alleged that all the 5 accused met and planned this matter. That is when I approach him, and when I approach him, that is now after the statements were made, and he says, no, I will come and give you the statement. But the reasons that he gave to me, my lord, is that he was scared, because I had to take it up with him, but to say, why didn't you come forward with this information? And he gave me the long history, my lord, that I'm saying is contained in his statement, that, he gave this information to the generals. I don't want to go there, my lord, because it's contained there, and because of the manner in which the situation was treated, then he was scared. But when he was approached, then he told me, my lord, his involvement.
Ubuqinisile yini kanti uthi manje uGininda uthi uGininda funa abantu mawuthola labantu ngizokunika ipromotion uthole nemali futhi ezinkulu ingane nje bisingasasetheki mayifike kimi ingane yami igxume mangithi mina hayibo kahle leyo ndaba zo promotion ngena ngomsebenzi wakho kuyi promotion fakwa ngokuthi uyakwazi ukwenza umsebenzi wakho hayi ukuthi wena uthi uzofaka ngoba uhamba uthunywa sorry nomkhuhlane yilokho kongenze ukuthi ke bese lokho edibana noGininda uyasuka lo mfana mayebuyile ngenilanga siyaqala uthi baba mangacela wena nje umukele izinto onganikwa indlela phamaphoyiseni onganikwa yona singacela nje sicele ngomunye umuntu sifihle ngomunye umuntu ngithi wena unomuntu obabekile ofanele benze lokho ebese hayi ukhona omnye kuthiwa ukhumana wena ungayibiza ngokhumana uGininda ke uthi ngelanga engilalela la ngizwi uthi uGininda wangithatha mina ngahamba ngaya ndawana thile mangilapha ndawana thile wase ngasuke wathi uGininda ngilibale ngicabanga ukuthi wathi kimi mina ungithathi ngifikile kuye ngenza lobo bufakazi faka ngifuna ama fingerprint ami acheckwe ama fingerprint akhona lapha makhona ama fingerprint kule ncwadi ayenza uGininda sifungisa kuyo ushilo yena isholo yena engabanjwe umuntu ngodlawo lokhuze bengabanjwe umuntu ngodlawo emazambaneni akhe ukushilo wathi nampa ayina funeka ke kubonala ama signature aboke bonke lapha lo nobuthi ngangilethe ufuneka kuvele yena ke lo ikakhulukazi ngeke phela ambhalele ngaphandle ilokho khona umbuze khona lapha bengisafuna ukuthi ngisho khona
kubeka nje wakhona
ngithi ke sengilapha ke manje mina kabange sangibuza yayibona isignature yami engaqathi nibheke nibuke nansi isignature yami noya noma kwahulumeni ngishenge ngisebenze nabo bafike bekutshene beyibuka ukuthi nansi futhi ID ikhona yayibona nansi ID ikhona bengaze nginaka ukuthi ikhona nansi ikhona ngifuna ke le signature ke noma athiwa bayi-fortune nohamba nekwezinye kodwa isiqedile ngoba ikhona la yayibona ngithi yiyo le noma sayine ngithi ke anginalo mfowethu ngadangana nje ngangibuye emsebenzini ngezokuthiwa nje ugoalkeeper wethu ngoba phela bevimba yonke indawo bengavimba eklabhini yePirates kuphela ngadangana sonke sabuzana nakho ukuthiwa akaze ngazi lutho nokuqala ngaze ngoba lo ndoda nami athi mayifika lo iphoyisa athi makhulu bese thi meyi ngize ngimbuze ngisingezana indaba ngikhuluma indaba meyi athi hayi ukuthi uGininda uthi umuntu okwenza lokho uyoba ukuthi uyothola ipromotion
okugcina usawukhumbula unyaka la uGininda afike khona la eNewcastle ahamba nomlungu ukuthi bekuyimuphi unyaka angisawukhumbuli kahle kodwa unyaka kuyoba kubo 2023 2021 ngoba nami nganginakele ngibuka phela lokhu kuthiwa uyangifuna ngekathi kade kufuna bese kuyilesi sikhathi esekhulumile ngawe enkantolo noma bengakakhulumi
wayengakakhulumi
wayengakakhulumi so njengoba esekhulumile ngawe enkantolo ikuphi babuzungu afisa ukuthi kwenzeke
kwenza mina akukho bengizokhipha nje lento angenza yona azothi kimi imina engaziyo
uyafuna noke enkantolo
kodwa maye ngakubiza nje athi okay ke woza ke enkantolo uzoyikhulumela ungayi
sefuna ukungiveza kubantu
ungaya khona
lapha kuye kanti yena usemubi kimi ungiyekile phela ngizothi ngisafunana abaphana necala ufakaziwe kwedlula ungiyekile esikhundleni sokuthi angibize wangiyeka wayengiyekeleni ukungibiza
wawuzoya eqaleni
ngangisoya mayithumela incwadi umthetho phela ngangizolandela nami umthetho ukuthi umthetho akekho umuntu ongapheka umthetho ngangizoya ngoba kwakuzophuma nencwadi ngoba ngisho nje ngithi incwadi akekho umuntu obizwayo ngoba ngisho lencwadi yokubiza ukuthi umuntu umbiza ngencwadi fanele ayivezeke uGininda lezi incwadi funeka ayiveze nanokuthi ke angazi ke noma nanoba ngisho ukuthi ngabantu umthetho ukuthi kufanele noGininda mina azongenza nje uphayi wakhe angenza ukuthi mina uzongisa ngaphandle ngoba nami nginomzi nginezingane nginani nonke uzongisa u-right nasho njalo kimi ukuthi uzongisa ngaphandle ngani ngoba efuna ukuthi ngivume konye ngivulele konye kuphela khona imali ebekiwe lapha engayazi mina vese impilo yami angisakwazi vese uGininda ukumbuka nokumbheka ngoba impilo yami vese seyithathile ngoba nongangivelela namhlanje nje ngoba ngila angisho ukuthi ngiqala namhlanje ngiyasho ukuthi noma ngalahlekelwa impilo yami manje yoba kuGininda nephoyisa engilizalayo Constable Zungu